Sound is the ancient muse of the soul. Free the mind, purify the spirit, and enter the Yoga Zone. Windham Hill is proud to present two brand new collections, Yoga Zone, music for meditation, and Yoga Zone, music for yoga practice. Featuring Windham Hill's top-selling artists including Yanni, Ravi Shankar, Mark Isham, Liz Story, Will Ackerman, Night Noise, David Arkenstone, and more. Yoga Zone, music for meditation and music for yoga practice. Available on CD and cassette on Windham Hill Records.
Hello, welcome to Yoga Zone and beautiful Jamaica. My name is Michelle Brand. This is my good friend Al Bingham. Today we are practicing some very basic yoga postures. If you're new to yoga, this is going to create a familiarity with the poses. If you've been practicing for a while now, use this time to work on your form and your breath. Let's learn the breathing technique now. It's called Ujjayi Pranayama. And you're going to practice this continuously throughout all of the yoga postures. Take your hands into this position with your palms facing down. Bring your hands onto your rib cage so that your thumb wraps around your back. Now take a deep breath in. As you inhale, feel the rib cage expand into the hands. As you exhale, pull your belly in. Feel the rib cage releasing. Good. Let's try that again. Inhale, feel the expansion, draw the breath into the chest. And as you exhale, pull the belly in, feel the release. Good. Try this a couple more times on your own. Remember that while practicing yoga, you breathe through your nose the entire time. Great. The first posture that we're going to practice today is called cat pose. We'll use this pose to warm up your spine. Come onto your hands and knees. You want to place your shoulders right above your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide apart. Your knees are directly underneath your hips and curl your toes into the floor behind you. Now breathe in, draw the spine into the body, roll the shoulders back and look up. As you breathe out, pull your belly in, stretch the spine, bringing the chin to your chest. Again, inhaling, feel the expansion in your lungs, lifting through the breastbone. Exhaling, draw the belly in, feel how the tailbone tucks down and the chin comes to the chest. And one last time now, feel how you can synchronize the movement with the breath. And relax your back. We're going to come into a lunge posture now and create some strength in your thighs. Bring your right foot up in between your hands. Now you may need to hold the ankle and help the foot up. You want your ankle to be directly beneath your knee. Come up onto your fingertips if you can so that your breastbone is lifting and the spine is not rounding. Take a deep breath in and lift the back knee up away from the floor. That's it. If this is too hard for you, feel free to keep the knee down and eventually you'll work up to this. Take a deep breath in, feel the ribs expand, the breastbone lift. As you breathe out, pressing the back leg back behind you. That's it. Really feel how you can move the breath. And now exhaling, place the hands flat on the floor. Inhale, step the front leg back behind you and come into inclined plank position. Hold your belly firm so that the body is in a straight line. That's it. Lengthening the lower spine. Release the breastbone so it can draw forward and relax the shoulders. Now we're going to lower down to the floor. If you're a beginner, use your knees. Keep the lower spine long, the belly drawing in, and as you exhale, lower down inch by inch. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Use the arms and the belly. That's it, all the way on the belly. Now point your toes back. Feel how the top of the feet come down onto the floor and all 10 toes press down. Slide your hands back beside your waistline and draw your shoulder blades down your back. Taking a deep breath in, press your hands into the floor. Lift the breastbone up away from the floor. Keep your knees down. That's it. Breathing in, lifting the breastbone up. Breathing out, relaxing the muscles of the seat and the hips. Good. Press through the hands. Feel how you can lift yourself. Now curl your toes into the floor, and as you exhale, come into downward facing dog. To do this pose, bend your knees, especially if you're a beginner. Keep the knees bent and work the belly back toward the thighs. Be sure that your breath is smooth and long. Inhale, feel the hip structure lifting into the air, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, very, very slowly, work the thighs back behind you. It's going to take some time for these hamstrings to release, so be patient. Relax the head. That's it. Take a deep breath in now, and as you exhale, we're going to bring the other foot up in between your hands. It's a big step. Make sure you move the foot all the way forward now so the knee is right above the ankle. If you can, come up onto your fingertips so that your breastbone is lifting. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, feel the back knee lifting. That thigh is very firm, active. Breathing into the chest, lengthening the spine. Breathe out, press through the back heel and feel the activity in that leg. It's working. All of the weight is not going to be in the front thigh. Balancing the legs. Taking a deep breath in now, we're going to go through this series again. Place the hands flat. Step back into inclined plank. Feel the body on one straight line. The lower belly drawing in. The lower spine lengthening. Hold it. Lifting forward through the breastbone, just like Al is doing. Relax your neck. If you need to use the knees, please do. Eventually you'll develop the strength to do it without them. Breathing in. On the exhale, slowly lower down, inch by inch. It's hard. Hold your belly in. That's it. Relax your neck. Okay, drop onto your belly. Now point your toes back. Be sure to keep the toes flat. Slide the hands closer to the waistline. Breathing in, press through the hands, coming into up dog. That's it. Extend your spine so that you lift the breastbone, pressing through the hands. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Let go of any tension that you're holding in your face. Curl the toes into the floor. Inhale, lift the hips into the air, pull the belly up. Exhale, settle down into the posture. We've done this pose before. Let your body remember the form. Inhaling, feel how the hips are lifting. Exhaling, work the thighs back. This area here in the shoulder blades tends to accumulate tension. Feel that you relax this area. Let go of the shoulders. Press through the hands. That's it. Take a deep breath in. Feel the hips lifting. Exhale, pressing back through the thighs. Wonderful. Now we're going to release this pose. Come down onto your knees. We're going to practice cat pose again. Keep your hands right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath the hips. The toes are curled into the floor. As you breathe in, roll the shoulders back, lift the breastbone up and look up. As you breathe out, pull the belly in, lengthen the muscles of the spine, and the chin comes to the chest. You should feel a little looser now in your back. Breathing in, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the breastbone up. The tailbone begins to turn up. Feel the belly drawing in. Create that length along your spine. That's wonderful. Synchronize the movement with the breath. We've done our postures on the mat now. Let's do some poses standing. Bring one foot up between the hands and then step the other foot up. Place your feet hip distance apart and try not to overestimate the hips. There's only going to be about 6 inches there between the feet. Bend your knees and take the belly directly against your thighs, just like Al is doing. Let your head hang. Take one hand to hold one bicep, the other hand loops through. That's it. Now take a deep breath in, pressing the belly right against the thighs. As you exhale, feel the backs of the thighs reaching back behind you. That's it. Breathing in, lengthening, releasing the spine. Breathing out, turn the sit bones up toward the sky. That's it. Now press the heels into the floor, release the arms. As you inhale, pull your belly in and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to stand. When you reach the top, roll your shoulders back, let them fall down, the arms hanging beside the body, and bring your feet together. We're going to stand in mountain pose or Tadasana. Bring your feet together, place 1 inch in between your heels. Relax the knees, make sure they're not locked. Feel the tops of the thighs firm or active. Let them lift up toward the hips so that you can stand tall. Draw in the lower belly, release the lower spine. It feels that it lengthens. Lift the corners of the chest right here. Broaden the whole chest area and let the arms reach down toward the floor. Standing tall in a mountain pose. Now we're going to practice triangle pose. Take a large step back with the right foot. Give yourself a generous stance, about 1 leg length. Make sure that there's a straight line from the heel of the front foot to the arch of the back foot. And have that back foot at a 45-degree angle. Take the weight into the heel and around the little toe side of your foot. Feel that this front foot is pressing down with the arch of the foot lifting, engaging, and making this top thigh feel firm. Now bring your hands in front of your heart into prayer position. Taking a deep breath in, open the arms out to the side so that they're parallel to the floor. Exhale here. Taking another deep breath in, bring the arm up into the air, the other hand right onto the inside of the thigh. Hold this pose. Breathe through. Feel how you're creating length between your arms, just like Al is doing. Be sure to breathe here deeply. Try to get your breath to come right up here into your chest, and you'll feel, as you inhale, a rolling open. Good. The thighs are strong. Don't lose that strength to hold yourself. Now take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, bring the arm in the air down to the floor, one hand on either side of the foot, bending that front knee. I want you to try to feel that your hips are square. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly begin to work this front thigh to straighten. That's it. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. Feel that your back flattens like Al's does. As you breathe out, this thigh draws back and you work to straighten it. Go slowly. It's not going to happen all in one day. Relaxing the shoulders and the neck. Now press the foot down into the floor. Using those belly muscles, inhale and come up to stand. Bend the front knee. Place your hands against the thigh, step the feet together. Back to Tadasana. Breathe in, and then take a large step back with the other leg. We're going to do the other side. Check the alignment of your feet. There's a straight line from the heel of the front foot to the arch of the back foot. Pressing through the heel, feel the weight going to the outside of the foot, the arch lifting and making this inner thigh active. The front foot is pressing down, the arch lifts, and this thigh also feels strong. Squaring the hips and the shoulders, your hands come into prayer position in front of your heart. Breathing in, Open the arms out to the side. Extend through your fingertips. That's it. Take another deep breath in and then come over the thigh. Taking the fingertips to the inside of the knee, the thigh, the shin bone, wherever is right for you. The other arm is reaching up into the air, and you'll feel as you reach this arm well up into the air that your hip rolls open. You'll feel a wonderful stretch through the thigh and the groin. Use the belly muscles to hold yourself. That's it. Take one more breath in. On the exhalation, bring the arm in the air down to the floor, one hand on either side of the foot, bending that front knee. Inhaling, balancing and squaring the hips now. Exhale, feel the alignment. Take another deep breath in, lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. As you exhale, work into the hamstring, the back of the thigh, as you slowly straighten the leg. It's more important that your spine is flat than the leg being straight. Lengthening the spine, drawing back through the leg. That's it. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more here. That's it. And now as we exhale, I want you to bring the back knee down to the floor. Bring both knees down to the floor and come to sit down. Straighten the legs out in front of you. We're going to do Dandasana that is similar to Tadasana, only you're sitting down. Take your hands behind you. You'll feel your sit bone when you pull the fleshy part of your seat back. Try to feel that. Pull back on the other side. That's it. This will lengthen the hamstrings. Feel the tops of the thighs firm, lifting away from the kneecaps. Draw the toes back toward the hips. Place the hands underneath the shoulders or high on the fingertips behind you if you're stiff. Breathe in, lifting the breastbone. Feel that your spine is stretching long. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Dandasana means perfect sitting posture. Can you feel how you're sitting tall like a baby does? Let's do some postures on your back now, and we'll really stretch the muscles of the spine. Bring the knees up toward the chest so the feet are flat on the floor. Hold on to the sides of your thighs, breathing in, and as you breathe out, pull the belly in, lower down to the floor, bone by bone, going slowly. When you reach the bottom, draw the knees tightly in toward the chest. Al's going to demonstrate this pose for me. Feel that the knees are drawn tight into the chest and roll over onto the right side. Take that same hand, place it right against the knees, so the knees should be stacked just right on top of each other. Keep that. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, the other arm is going to open up, reach away from you, and you'll come into the spinal twist. It feels great. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. Breathing out, moving deeper into the spinal twist. You'll feel that arm reaching away from you. Great. Breathe deeply, expanding the rib cage, exhaling and twisting. Bring your body back up onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Come over onto the other side now. Stack the knees right on top of each other. Take the same hand to hold the knees, and then breathe in, breathing out. Reach that arm all the way away from you. Taking deep breaths, inhaling, and as you exhale, feel this arm extending away. Reach through the fingertips. You're going to feel a wonderful stretch all through the arm coming into the chest. Breathe deeply. Exhale fully. Draw the belly in and get all of the air to release from your body. Now come back onto the back. Draw the knees into the chest one last time, and then straighten the legs for corpse pose. Turn the palms up to face the sky and let the feet roll away from each other. Taking a deep breath in, on each exhalation, let the body surrender and relax down into the earth. You can go through the body piece by piece, relaxing the toes and the thighs and every muscle that you can think of in your body. Stay here for as long as you like. Come out whenever you want, and as you go through your day, carry this relaxation with you. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you again at Yoga Zone.
Hello and welcome to Yoga Zone. My name is Al, and joining me today in this lovely hummingbird garden at the Gran Lido Sans Souci in Jamaica is my favorite teaching partner, Michelle. Yoga is unlike any other form of exercise because it involves self-study. We're not going to be doing our practice today with our earphones on, music blaring, or a little magazine in front of us that we're going to flip through. We're going to use our breath to focus us in to our body and to what's happening in our minds. Let's begin by taking the right leg and extending it out away from us. Keep the left heel into your groin. This is called half sitting angular. Let's look at some of the details. Grab onto the fleshy part of your seat, pull it out of the way on each side of the butt. There's a little bony part down there. It's called the sitting bone. We want that pressing down at all times. Feel the thigh here flexing, drawing towards you. Check this foot here. See if it's dropping open. These details are not little picky things that we're looking for. They really help the body balance. Bring both hands on the inside of your knees, lift in the breastbone, and as you exhale, slowly begin to walk forward, coming into a forward bend. Now remember, it's about self-study. Lift in the breastbone, breathe through the nostrils. It's not about racing. It's not about competition. Make sure your spine is tall. Feel what it feels like to get the spine lengthening up and out of your hips. Breathe into the posture. Move deeper on an exhale. Breathing in, broadening through the shoulders. And on the exhale, slowly walk the hands over to the straight leg side. Now, as we come over here, don't forget about what's not in our vision. Feel this thigh pressing down. That helps to root you so that you can lift in your breastbone and be lengthened out over this leg. Notice we didn't say round out, forcing your head past your knee. It's about breathing in, feeling where you're tight, and using the breath to release that tightness. Inhale, take the hands back up a little bit. Reach that right hand to help hold the left thigh down. Keep it down. As you inhale, take the left arm up into the air. Now first reach the arm up as high as you can, but then let the shoulder drop down. Keep that shoulder down, the elbow lengthening as you breathe in, and on the exhale, slowly begin to come into a side lean out over that extended leg. It doesn't matter how far you go. It's a pretty tough posture, this one. It's here to see how you deal with difficulty. Do you get frustrated? Do you get angry, upset? Can you instead use the breath to work on where you're blocked, where the energy is not quite flowing? Inhale and exhale, one more breath. Inhaling and then slowly coming back up tall. Release the arm down to the ground, and let's work on the other side. So start to bring the right leg in. As you're bringing it in, take the left leg out to the side. Fleshy part of the seat on each side of the butt moves out of the way. Check in with our straight leg, toes flex. Hands on either side of the knees, lifting in the breastbone. On the exhale, walk the hands out in front of you. That's it. It's a similar posture, but it's different because we're on the opposite side. Left to right, our bodies are different. Feel where the differences are in your own body. Long, smooth breathing. Slowly begin to walk the hands over to the straight leg. How are you approaching your practice today? Are you being aggressive? Normally when you're faced with challenges, is your solution to push. See if you can change it. These are just metaphors. That's all they are. They're not tasks to be beat. We're not trying to win yoga. Slowly walk the hands back up. Reach the left hand across. Press the thigh down. Inhale, taking the right arm up. Shoulder relaxes down. Flexing the toes towards you. And then come into the side lean to this edge. Dropping the elbow down if you can. Working to lengthen that elbow. Keep it straight. Dropping the shoulder down. Opening the chest here. Long, smooth breathing. Feel the form rather than going for some range. Inhale, coming back up tall. And then exhale, lower the arm down. Very nice. Let's come onto all fours. Change the perspective a little bit. Hands and knees supporting us. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread your fingers. First, see what's making contact with the floor. Are your middle fingers parallel? Is there a lot of space in between your fingers? Are you rolling to the outside edge? Are you falling to the inside edge? Keep it nice and even. Curl those toes. Let the breastbone project forward as you inhale, lengthening the spine. As you exhale, round, go the other direction. Use your breathing to help. Inhale, coming forward. Maybe you've done this posture before on other days. Today's the first time we're doing it now. Rounding. Feel what the body feels like. Inhale. What are your thoughts up to at this point? Are you starting to bring your mind more into focus? Rounding. One more. Inhale. And on this exhale, we're going to lift the knees up into the air to come into an upside down V, downward facing dog. Down dog's one of the classic postures in yoga. How does it feel today? What are your arms feeling like, holding you up? Resist the temptation to walk the hands closer to you. Keep the legs about hip width apart. Feel the heels pressing down, and at the same time, let the thighs lift the hips up. Try to feel length from the hands to the shoulders, length from the shoulders to the hips. Are the middle fingers parallel? Is there a lot of space between the fingers? Thumb and first finger, are they pressing down? Move on up the arms. What are the arms up to? Can you feel the shoulders spiraling open slightly to give you a little more space around your neck? Can you let your breastbone project forward? Can you feel the spine getting longer? The hips lifting up higher into the air on an inhale. What about the legs? Are the heels pressing down at the same time? You're making your thighs firm and flexed, lifting the hips up into the air. Keep that kind of detail-oriented activity in your body as we now come to step the right foot forward into a lunge. Stepping up all the way in between your hands. Keep a straight line from the knee to the ankle. The back knee can stay down if you want. Inhale, we're going to take the arms up into the air. Now bring your torso back right over the hips. Exhale, arms down alongside the body. A moving lunge. Breathe in. Feel where you have strength and how you're using the posture to develop strength. One more breath. Breathing in. As you exhale this time, bring the hands behind your back. Now lift the shoulders up. Feel the upper arms working together. Feel the elbows working together and then the palms. Do you need to drop the back knee down? Are you pushing a little bit too hard? Listen to your breath. That will tell you. If it's getting short and choppy, you're pushing a little too hard. Inhale. Now exhale, release the hands down to the floor. That was a little bit of work. Take that back foot now to be sideways. Get that whole foot working, not just part of it. Bring that right elbow to come up onto the left thigh. Make a little fist, not too tight. As you breathe in, take the left arm up into the air. Reach it straight up. Now you can use that right arm as a little bit of a rudder, just like you would on a boat. Let the elbow help to draw the knee back so that it's right over the ankle. Open up the chest and breathe through here. Inhaling, and on our exhale, let's bring that hand in the air down to the ground, and not a moment too soon. Come on to the toes of the back foot, step back into plank pose. Here's a little bit of strength for the arms. You may not consider yourself strong, but here's how we get strong. So don't wimp out, stay with it. Inhale, drop the knees down if you need to. Bend the elbows, keep the breastbone lengthening forward as you lower down. Very nice, super strong. Point back through those toes. Walk the hands back past the chest line. Breathe in through the legs, lengthen back, but let the breastbone project forward. Upward facing dog. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, belly pulls in, curl the toes into the floor. Back to our trusty and loyal friend, down dog. Rest here. Rest by not pushing in the pose. Are you doing more work than you need to? How's your breathing? Is it getting scattered? Can you stay even, smooth, flowing breaths? That's what we're going for. Stepping the left foot up. Repeating the sequence. Drop the knee down if you need. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up this time. Exhale, arms by the side. This might bring in some balancing issues for you. Breathing in. If you need to, focus your gaze at a point just in front of you. Exhale, arms down. One more breath now. Breathing in, lifting up. On the exhale, take the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers, lift the shoulders up. Bring the elbows to squeeze together, the palms together. You may need to drop the knee down, that's okay. Lift in the breastbone, and then exhale, release the hands, bring them down to the floor. Take your back leg, the right one, sideways onto the floor now. Bring that left elbow, rest it along the thigh. Breathe in, making a fist with the bottom arm, straight arm with the right one. Breathe through here, 4 breaths. So now we're getting into some challenging poses. What is your breath doing? Are you holding the breath? What happens in stressful situations in life? Do you hold your breath in those? Learn to find that long, smooth breathing. Inhale, exhale, bring the hand down all the way to the floor. Very nice. Step back into plank pose. Holding plank pose here. Feel the heels projecting back, breastbone forward. Try to use this pose to develop strength. Don't worry about a result. Lowering down, chaturanga, but this time all the way down to the floor. Let's work on our back strength. Point the toes back, keep the hands right next to the chest. Inhale, lift up into cobra. So we're not going all the way up here. Elbows pin back, legs reach back. Hold this for a couple of breaths. That muscle in the arms, right? Relax, shoulders relax. Breastbone lengthening forward. Exhale, come to lower down. Let's try another one. What if the hands came alongside the body, the palms turned up? Keep the legs flat, flying locust. Inhale, lifting up the arms, the chest, and the head. Breathe through here for a couple of breaths. Pubic bone presses down, and then exhale, releasing. One more pose. We're going to add the shoulders to it. Interlace the fingers at the small of your back, just like we did in the moving lunge. The palms squeeze together, the shoulders lift up, the elbows try to squeeze in. Here's a hard one. Inhale, lifting up, knuckles reaching back. Full breaths here. Inhale and exhale, and then release and lower down. Check in now with that up dog. Hands past the chest line. Inhale. It's a whole new back. Inhaling here and exhale. Breathe in one more breath. And on the exhale, press the seat back onto the heels, resting in child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling. By now, we're ready for some cooling down seated postures. So drop over to the right side. Come to sit in a cross-legged seat, bringing one heel into the groin, the other heel directly in line with it. We've been focusing on ourselves today, so I want you to notice the changes in your body. As you take the hands now in front of the knees, lift in the breastbone, shoulders relaxing down. On the exhale, slowly walk forward. Now be aware of the changes in your body. The hips a little bit more open, the shoulders a little more relaxed. And most important, your mind and your breathing a little more focused, a little more open. See if your awareness has become more subtle. Feel your breath. And now slowly walk back up tall. I want you to sit the same posture, but reverse where the heels are. So take the opposite heel into the groin at first. Bring the other one in. Take the hands in front of the knees, lift in the breastbone, and slowly walk yourself out. So self-study is all about noticing habits that we have in our body. Not just noticing, but then taking steps to correct them so that we can achieve balance. Yoga in our bodies, in our minds, and in our breathing patterns. Slowly now, walk yourself back up tall. I'm going to give you the option to sit either way, with the heels like this, or perhaps the way you prefer to have them. Take the hands, rest them on the backs of your knees. Let the thumb and first finger touch. It creates a relaxation response in the body. Sit with the spine tall, relax your shoulders down and close your eyes. Notice any physical tension left in the body and just release it. Notice any mental or emotional tension that is left in the body and just feel that release. Notice your breathing. Notice what is motivating the breath in your body. Feel the part of you that never changes, that is always perfect and is always full of joy. It is that part of you that I want you to stay in contact with throughout the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again here at Yoga Zone.